Welcome to Syntax. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Front End Happy Hour podcast.
Welcome to this week's JS Party.
Live from Shipshape Studios, this is Whiskey, Web, and Whatnot, with your hosts, Robbie the Wagner and me, Charles William Carpenter III.
That's right, Charles. We drink whiskey and talk about web development. I mean, it's all in the name. It's not that deep.
This is Whiskey, Web, and Whatnot. Do not adjust your set.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Whiskey, Web, and Whatnot with your hosts, Robbie the Wagner and Adam, middle name Argyle III.
I was like, where's he going to go with this? I don't have the thing yet. Dang, we got to figure it out. It's got to evolve. He'll find a space.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just rolling with it. Yeah, we're doing kind of an impromptu episode today. We just wanted to hang out, drink a little bit. I've had a few stressful things happen today, so I figured why not bitch about them online.
Perfect. I'm here for you, dude. I'm here for you.
Yeah, so to fuel that, we've got today the WhistlePig Small Batch Rye. I don't even need to look up the details because they are right on the bottle. Aged 10 years, 100 proof, and a blend of straight rye whiskeys. So all rye, but a blend of different ones, I guess.
Okay, I'm ready. I mean, my mouth is ready. I'm not yet.
Yeah, fun fact for anyone who was looking for this show within the past week or so, it did not exist. Apple decided, hey, you know what we should do? We should archive that show. That seems like one people don't want to listen to anymore.
Stinking RSS. I love RSS, but it does have that weird thing. Like I hand roll my RSS for my website, which is a good and bad thing, which means that, if I screw it up, it just kind of explodes and then it refills everyone's inbox. Anyway, Hey, look at our matching glasses. I got some Norland glasses too. Hey, Norland.
This episode is sponsored by norlandglass.com.
Dang, they are very cool. It's going to make me, so I think part of my rating is going to be color. And that won't surprise a lot of people. They'll be like, oh yeah, Adam does a lot with color. And now I'm going to be looking at these.
Yeah, what is the OKLCH value for this? What's the amount of transparency?
I don't know. It's so pretty though. I totally agree. Oh yeah, because some are going to have like less transparency and others. Mm-hmm. But it is a very, very pretty color. Reminds me of amber. All right, I'm going to taste it now instead of just look at the color. Oh wait, another thing I was thinking was that it's so funny how like sometimes first you smell and then you taste. So it's almost like you saw the house, then you walked in the house, and then you have to discover how many rooms does it have. Because when you take your first sip, sometimes it's a 1-room house. Sometimes it's like a 4-room house where you're like, I'm downstairs and now it's all smoky, and then eventually you walk out of the house and it's kind of
sometimes there's a secret passage in the house. You pull a book on the bookshelf and it goes to another room.
Or drop a little drip of water in there, get a special hallway, put it on ice. Who knows?
All right, let's see. It smells sweet and peppery.
Yeah, to be expected.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling creative today. I'm just going to drink some.
It is, I like the way it hits my tongue, kind of spread across right immediately. Good hearty burn, but not too much because we're at a 100 proof, right?
Yep, that is 100 proof.
That's 100 proof, but I don't know. I like it. It's good.
I think 100 proof is the appropriate proof for this one. I don't know. It's got like the right amount of burn and sweetness, and it just feels balanced.
So yes, I approached the house. I got wonderful, peppery notes. But as I continue walking through, now I can just taste carpet. Oh wait, no, I'm stuck in the house metaphor. Oh shit, get out. No,
maybe a little bit of like licorice. I don't know, mulling spices. Peel. Definitely feels like it'd be good in a hot toddy. Good fall whiskey. Yeah,
it's got the hug. Oh, where's Chuck to say hug?
I know.
Chuck, it's hugging me, and I'm thinking of you. So I won't tell my spouse.
All right. Yeah, so let's rate this thing. Our rating scale is 0 to 8 tentacles, 0 being the worst, 8 being the best, 4 being middle of the road. I forget, Chuck always says, like, 8 is clear the shelves, and I don't know what all the things that he says.
0 is I never want to taste this shit again, something like that, yeah.
I wouldn't clean my toilet with that, yeah.
I'm going to give this to my enemy. That's what 0 is.
Yes. Yeah, so for me, I'm going to say, I don't know, I feel like I always say 6, but I think it's a solid 6. It's like, it's not my favorite rye, because that's always Sagamore, but It is pretty good. Actually, I'm going to go 6.5. It's a little better. It's pretty good.
Awesome. I'm driving the same way. And it also makes me, I'm like, I got to go buy some Sagamore. I want to know what the 8 of this is. Because this is awesome. Like I'm thinking of rye. I go in with some expectations and it delivered on all of them. So that immediately puts it like a 6, right? You're like, but I'm happy with it. And 10 years of age, would drink again. So yeah, 6.5, somewhere in the high 6s. I don't know.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we need to get you, we did a barrel pick, which I'm sure you heard about, that was Sagamore. So I have, I don't know, a few boxes of that left. So next time I come out that way, I'll just bring a box on the plane and you can have a box.
Sick. I would love that. I'll match that with, I'll cook you some dinner. I'll send you home with some plants and some little starters. I don't know.
Sweet. What kind of plants you growing?
Any of them I can get my hands on. I'm like a weirdo about it. Like my wife, so the way it started is we're like, plants are cool, let's get some. And then we put them in our house and we're like, plants make us sad because they die. And as they're dying, they just look at you all dead all day. And you're like, shit, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you needed. And it's
they
like,
really do.
water.
They die slowly. And they're like, you could do better. Could you do better? And you're like,
yep,
I'm trying.
Daily reminder that you suck at this, which is pretty funny. But I eventually took it over. And I'm weird when I do stuff. I always do this like small amounts of research, and then I like it whenever I learn things on the job. I like the weird things in between the lines that people don't tell you about. So stupid thing on a plant thing is like needs partial sunlight and wet but not moist, or moist but not wet. And you're like, what the hell does that mean? That's rude. You can't. No one knows the difference right now. Like,
I want 6 fluid ounces of water. Like that's what I want.
Yeah, seriously. For this pot, do this much. Yeah, that's literally what it should do. Is it should do something like that. Anyway, I picked up these techniques where it's like, touch the soil. Like, here's step 1, everybody. If you're killing plants, step 1, walk up to it. And before you put water in it, touch the soil on the top. If it's already wet, don't water it again, dork.
Yeah.
It's still wet. It doesn't need water.
They're too specific, though. They'll be like, if the first 2 inches are not wet, then water it. And I'm like, okay, what? Am I supposed to just like stick my finger down in there, I guess? And like,
yep. And that's the technique I still don't understand. Yep, I'm totally with you. It's like up to 1 knuckle. And I'm like, what game are you trying to play with me? This isn't... But anyway, it's like, what am I supposed to look for? So it's like as soon, if there's any moisture, and that means don't do it again, or it likes to be it that way. Anyway, I agree. The put your finger into the soil doesn't make sense. For me, it's just basic. It's like, tap it. And then the other one is pick up the pot. Just lift it, like physically, like take both hands and be like, how much do you weigh right now? And if you lift it up and you're like, damn, you still full, put it down and don't water it. Yeah. That's it. And then if you pick it up, sometimes it'll be light as hell. And you're like, oh yeah, you thirsty. And I got you. So anyway, that's like my 2 things. And then I look at the leaves. Like if they're burnt on the ends, means they're dry. If there's yellow from the stem going upward towards the end of the leaf, that's too much water. And that's it, dude. I kind of just rock it all vibey. I vibe my plants, man.
Yeah, we only have a few that we've been able to keep alive. And we kind of just... It's basically just once a week max watering everything. And like on watering day, if it still feels wet, then wait a little while to water it. But yeah, I mean, for a while, I feel like we had no system at all. And we were just like killing plants left and right. And then like my wife got the like some app where you can just like scan stuff and it tells you what to do. And it was just like, bro, like just chill your watering and like don't do that so much. And
it's like, almost always overwatering. I mean, that's like the number one tip. It's like less is more. Have we talked about bottom watering, or someone told me once butt chugging?
I mean, we haven't talked about plants before, so.
Oh, that's true.
We have a garden porch where we grow some stuff outside, and we have like strawberries and tomatoes and raspberries and blueberries, etc., things like that.
Awesome.
But all of them have reservoirs in the bottom, and so you just fill those up instead of watering over top. That way it'll pull the roots down so that it'll grow bigger and stronger.
That's bottom watering. That's butt chugging. And that is my most successful watering method in the house also. Sometimes with a string, dangle a string out the bottom of the pot into a reservoir, and it'll only soak up what it needs.
Oh, that's smart.
Super cool. And it looks cool. Like you have this like floating pot over top of a vessel of water, and you're just like, is that hydroponics? And you're like, I'm not that advanced. No, this is just bottom watering. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't tried that inside, but we definitely do it outside.
Cool. I'll send you a link to some pots. They're super cool. Okay, so you said you had a hard day? Vent it, dude. Give it to me. What happened?
Well, I mean, I made it sound, I guess, really juicy, but it's maybe not as juicy, but I will still talk about it. Yesterday, one of our dogs broke a tooth in half, And so we just found a tooth on the ground and we're like, that's probably not good. So I called the vet this morning and I was like, hey, I don't know which of our dogs lost this tooth. They won't really let me look in their mouths. I'm just going to bring one in because he needs an exam anyway. Like, see if you can figure it out. He wouldn't really let them look a ton either, but they were like, oh, his teeth actually also look fractured. Like they probably both need a ton of like dental work basically. So I was like, cool, how much does that cost?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, so if they needed like just a cleaning, it's like $1,300. And if they need extractions, it's like $3,000 like per dog.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just like, what happens if we don't do it? Yeah, no, I think it's pretty bad actually, because it can get like really infected and like, I don't know. We probably should have done it sooner. And we are not supposed to be giving them, they chew on bones all the time, like these really hard, like plastic bones. And I think they're just destroying their teeth with them.
Well, that's what they're supposed, those are hard bones. You get the hard bone because they otherwise, and it's like soft enough, you can destroy it slowly. But dang, chipping teeth and like needing, I always think about like, I would like to spend $3,000 on myself and I'm not doing it. So what do you think I'm going to do it right now? Anyway.
Yeah, I know. Right. And like, I'm just thinking about dental work. I'm like, okay, it's a dog. It's a little more complicated than a human, but I could do
pet insurance.
all of
Could
my
that cover any of it? Pet insurance. Do you have that?
That's another rant, but
all right.
I'm like, hey, I'm a human and I spend like $100 at the dentist each time. So that's like my lifetime worth of dentist visits is like one dog one. Like, why is it so much more expensive?
Yeah, it's like braces for your kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah. But yeah, so pet insurance. This episode is not sponsored by Lemonade Insurance, fuckers.
Here's the heat. We brought it out.
Okay, so we have 2 French Bulldogs. They have a lot of congenital conditions. Like, that's a thing the breed has. But we've always had insurance because, like, whenever something happens and it's a $10,000 operation, you want to, like, be able to afford it. So we had insurance, a different insurance before, and switched to Lemonade, like, I think when Odie was, like, 2 or something. And he had no problems. He had one, like, his back hurt one time. And they, like, did x-rays and stuff, and I don't know. It was, like, a mild, like, he strained it or whatever. But when they did the x-rays, they found that some of his vertebrae were like fucked up. Now that his entire back doesn't work, they're like, hey, that's a pre-existing condition. We can't cover any of that. So I went and got an MRI that was like $3,000 thinking they would cover it because I've been paying them hundreds of dollars a month for like fucking years. And they're like, oh, no, that's an existing condition. And I was like,
that's the classic asshole move by an insurance company. My goodness.
I was like, can I appeal? And can I like, what if my lawyer says that it's not a pre-existing condition? And they're like, nothing we can do. And so I just canceled it. And like, he has no insurance because fuck it. Like, if they're not going to pay for anything with his back, he can't have anything else that I want to pay for because he's getting old and he can't walk because of his back. So like, I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars to like fix a kidney or something. So yeah. So that's a shit show. Well,
you're doing the right thing. Sounds like y'all were taking care of your kids, your fuzzy kids, and they're being assholes. You're right. If you've been there that long, they should easily look at the history and be like, the claims from this person aren't overwhelming or whatever, right? Yeah. So it's like, clearly we can accept this. This is the whole reason for insurance. We should know this. And it sounds like they're a smaller. Dang, I wonder if they got a quota of rejects they have to do. I don't know. That does not sound right to me at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But we have the same insurance for our other dog, Jake, and he's had it since like day one of his life, so I'm never like switching his insurance. So nothing is a pre-existing condition. Like, I dare you to try to say something is pre-existing.
Yeah.
And they have covered stuff for him. Like, he had some intestinal issues and he had to get scoped and stuff, and they covered all of that. So I will keep paying them for that one, but not for the other one. And
not for the other one.
Yeah. Insurance is a scam in general.
Yeah, insurance is totally a scam, and the lesson here is, I guess, it ups your odds of not getting that bullshit response if you hook your insurance on day one with your dog, I guess. And then how do you pre-list pre-existing conditions? So it's like
they have I think a 6-week waiting period. So it's like you can't just get insurance day one and then be like, oh, like day 2 we found out they have like a heart that doesn't work, and so you're going to pay for all of it. So they make you wait a little while. But yeah, we made it through that waiting period before like bringing him in. I think it was like, I don't know, a few months into his life that we brought him in for like the GI stuff. So they were like, oh, it's all covered. It's like, sweet. That's what I want.
Oh, our lovely dogs. There are so many fun crossovers with children is having a dog. You're like, I love you, but you crap on me. And one of them actually does crap on you, and the other one just emotionally craps on you. And you're like, I'm just getting crapped on, and I still love them. Aren't they sweet?
Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely thinking for a few reasons that either 1 or 0 dogs is better than 2 because like when they both need dental work, it's double the price. Or like we got 2 because our first dog has a lot of separation anxiety and stuff, like doesn't like to be home alone. So we were like, here's a friend. And it doesn't help as much as we thought. So, it's not really even worth it.
That happened to us. That happened to my other friends. So we did it because we wanted our first dog to have a friend to wrestle and play, extend his life, new puppy.
Yeah.
Visit this kind of old man dog and, help out. Will give us more years. They would be so funny. They'd play for like 5 minutes a day and then they just lay around and sleep next to each other. And you're like, dang it, this is not working. And if anything, she hurt him over and over again. As she got bigger, she's just a fumbly dork. And her feet, we call it one of the most dangerous things in a house are her feet because they'll trample and they would hurt him. They'd hurt people. She'd hurt people. And you're like, you're supposed to be extending the life of this guy and you're actually making it crappier. But you're also really sweet. So it's evening out.
Dogs play rough though. Like ours especially, I guess, because they're like bully breeds, but like they basically maul each other to death is their way of playing. And I'm like, okay, but that's probably part of why Odie's back doesn't work because he's been like body slammed to the ground so many times. So like we maybe made that worse, but he also voluntarily would jump off of like high beds and stuff his whole life. So that's like, we got the ramp right there, bro. Just walk down it. Like, now he has to walk down it. So
sweet. Well, at least you had it there. I have a ramp into the Forerunner. It's like this little footstep. I twist out so our big dogs can jump in the back.
Nice.
Look at all these cute things we do. Aren't we sweet?
Yeah. So, all right, let's get to the real topics here. So, is Cracker Barrel a JavaScript framework?
I can't wait to hear this. I'm already hooked, dude.
So I just had this is like a stupid analogy, I guess, but like Cracker Barrel has been shitting the bed for the past like month. They're like, oh yeah, our logo is different. Our stores look different. Our menu's going to be different. Everything's different. And like, why? Because other restaurants that are successful do these different things and look modern. And like, they have a more streamlined logo and their bundle size is smaller than the other framework. Like, it just, the parallels are like, I'm seeing a lot of this with, I think we maybe talked about this last time, but I always like to shit on hooks and like hooks are stupid. And like every framework decided we should use hooks everywhere. It's kind of the same phenomenon that's happening to Cracker Barrel. Like everyone is like, we got to use the hooks because that's like, the kids love the hooks. You got to have the hooks. And Cracker Barrel's like, you gotta have the sexy logo with absolutely no appeal whatsoever with like the same font everyone uses. You got to do that. Oh man, I just think it's a weird phenomenon in general that we have to like make everything the same.
It's a funny competition. This is open source, where if you don't like it, you fork it and then make it look like everybody else. We have every option and all the potential to be as indie and awesome and unique as we want, but we would rather unite on one UI framework and continue. What? Yeah, I totally hear you. And it's kind of funny in that sometimes it really comes off wrong, where it doesn't make you look young, it makes you look desperate. It was easy when people would say, like old people would say the term wrong. They'd be like, oh, I love those Otis Spunkenmeyer cookies. And you're like, she said it like a dork. Or someone adds an extra S, to something. Ooh, rainbow sherbets. And you're like, nope, you just don't know what you're talking about. And so now I'd be like, Cracker Barrel's like, we're on TikToks and Instagrams. And you can find our short there. Yeah. And you're like, you put the S on the wrong. Yeah. Your S's are wrong, damn it. We can see through you.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So part of me, though, is conspiracy theorying this, that like, they're doing it terrible on purpose so that they'll just be in the news because people hate it.
Shit, that's what Trump does. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what a lot of it works. We're all talking about it. And that makes somebody who really loves some fucking chicken and dumplings being like, you know where I should go tonight.
Yes, negative attention is unfortunately the new cool attention. I mean, you can kind of see this even on the internet, really. People like to shit on stuff. And if you shit on things a lot, that's how you get more popular. If you can actually say shitty things a lot, you get a lot of attention. And these days, any attention just seems cheap. So maybe they're like, look, let's go out there and just do this dumb little thing and watch us get negative attention, but watch Cracker Barrel sales go up. And it's just, that is a mainstream wheel. It's almost like it's like the popcorn that people need right now. We need somebody to make fun of. Some dork needs to be a clown so that we can eat popcorn and watch them fool around.
Yeah. The negative stuff or saying purposefully wrong things, people cannot help but jump in and be like, did you know you said this wrong? Like,
yeah, that's the classic one on Twitter, right? How do you get your question answered? You make an assertion that's intentionally wrong that just pisses people off.
Yeah.
They'll jump in there. Frameworks, jumping in on hooks and jumping in on there's a lot of trends are funny though, right? I mean, like, I don't know about what the teenagers look like around you, but they're all wearing JNCOs and wife beaters, and I'm like, my goodness. My wife was like, is there been a sitcom yet where someone goes to jail in like JNCOs and a white shirt and they're in jail for 30 years and they just hadn't seen anything, right? And then they come out of jail and everyone's still wearing their same clothes and they're like I'm cool still. And they just walk out and everyone's like, where'd you get that? And he's like, that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
You're still
JNCOs
cool
actually went out of business sometime recently.
Did they?
Yeah. Like the brand was in existence for a long time, but it went out of business like within the last year or something. Let's see.
Dang, they should have sold to Target like Stussy did or whatever. Oh, man, I had JNCOs. I had Woo Wear. But then again, I put eyeliner in my eyes and flat ironed my hair. So, I'm a trend follower too, I guess. Oh, crap, dude. I'm them. I'm it.
Hey, bring back the scene kids, man. If that's cool again, I'll do it.
I'd be down with that. Someone stopped me and my wife one time and they were like, you two are so perfect 2006, like post-hardcore. And we were like, okay, whatever. We'll see you later. And he was like, yeah, you look cool. And we're like, all right. Whatever. We had our kids with us. Like, that was really weird, but I think I understand him.
So JNCO apparently originally went out of business in the early 2000s, which who would have ever known? Because why would I keep up with JNCO? But then revived themselves in like 2018 and eventually went out of business again or something. But I feel like it was, I don't know. I feel like it was within the last couple of years, but maybe it was like when we originally started this podcast. We talked about it at some point on the show, I think, where like, hey, JNCO's out of business. Like, wait, they were in business?
That's every kid was wearing them. They're going to Zoomies and buying JNCOs.
Yeah.
Well, just in my school, I guess.
Yeah. I used to go to, I originally started, I had a weird trajectory. I wore a lot of stuff from Hot Topic, like the bit super baggy, zippery pants.
Trip pants? Aren't they called trip pants?
Oh, yes. They were called trip pants. Yes.
Yeah.
And then, I went to, like, when I was in some bands, I started being more of a scene kid and had the pink hair, flat iron my hair all the time. Really got really expensive haircuts, actually, because it's hard to maintain that, like, flowy,
I had frosted
nice
tips, man. Yeah, I got reverse foils for a while, too. I had long hair. I was kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun stuff, man. Now I just wear a hat and don't even care what my hair's doing.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, crap. Is today pants day? I've been really loving my joggers. All right, well, it's cool.
Oh man, yeah. I hardly ever get out of my pajamas, honestly, but I'm out of them now. I've been out of the house today.
Got to put on some pants. Although, do you? I don't know.
The kids love wearing pajamas out these days. You can't see
funny. And
a Gen
slippers,
Z kid that isn't wearing pajamas. Like,
totally agree. Showing up for work in pajamas and Crocs, like, this is who I am. I'm ready to work. And you're like,
yeah.
Okay, did you shower?
Are you though?
All right.
Yeah, we're doing construction work. What do you mean?
Oh, dude, speaking of revivals, did you see the Commodore brand got bought by fans and previous employees? And one of the first things they did was make a mini Commodore, just like you can get the mini NES and the mini Super NES and the mini Sega, and there's all these minis. They were like, we can be mini too. And they're doing all these really cool things with the brand. So they made mini ones. They make these really sick clear ones. They make ones with like LEDs inside that are also clear and just look sick. And you're like, this old computer thing is now this rad thing I want.
Yeah. I mean, nostalgia is powerful. And if you make it sexy, I will buy it. I have a pre-order that I'm waiting on for the Analog 3D. Are you familiar with Analog?
I am, yeah. Oh, nice. Did you get the black see-through one, the stealthy, murdered out one?
I don't know if it's the N64 one. So, like,
Gotcha.
I got two of them because that was the max you could get. I'm going to give one to my cousin because we love, like, playing the, original Mario Kart and stuff on N64.
Yeah.
So, like, what if it just had a little bit better graphics? and like wireless controllers.
So cool. Yeah, the wireless controllers is clutch. That's like something I do with mine. So my NES Mini or the NES Classic wireless controllers, and I get those from 8BitDo. I really like that brand. They do cool stuff.
Yeah, that's where the controllers for the 64 one are from. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, analog is cool. I've wanted many of their things because they do a clear SNES, they do a clear NES, and iOS.
But they're all
I'm a sucker for
limited.
clear things.
Yeah.
Oh, they
And
are?
Yeah,
turds.
they only make like, I don't know how many they made of the 3D one, but the previous ones I want to say was like 1,000 or 2,000 or something max, and like when they're sold out, they're sold out. So it's like, I can never get this. They make infinite of the Game Boys, which I have 2 of, but
Nice. Yeah, I wanted one of those too because I still have some cartridges, but it's always turned me off a little bit that they need the cartridges because I have 2 others that are
I want it to
clear
have the
clear
cartridges.
handhelds that have N64 on them and PlayStation games on them. You know, it's like 3,000
Yeah.
games baked in.
and I want that. I want that pain. So I want to like have my kids have the same hardware that I had, like better graphics and stuff, but like we're gonna link cable together to like play a multiplayer game, and like I don't know, it's something is fun about that.
I agree, dude. I bought my kids one year for Christmas was these 2 Game Boys you could connect with a cable and do multiplayer like retro games. So yeah, NES games that you needed to have 2 hardlined connections, you could plug into these Game Boys and play the games together. I buy the cards on Switch. Do you do that too, or do you do the digital download? I want my kids to feel the pain too. Like, where's the cartridge? And I'm like, you shouldn't have lost
Yeah.
it, dude. You put it back in the case when you take it out.
So we just got a Switch 2, and now the whole thing is like you can get a little card, but it's like not, the game's not on the card. It's just like a download thing.
I do not like that.
Yeah. So I don't like that either. Like the original Switch 1, I would always buy the game, like the physical game.
Because then you could give it to a friend.
Yeah. Yep. And I think theoretically you can do the same with the little game card, but
just
like
tried
you have to
when you
deauthorize it
theoretically-
from your system first. Like you can be like, hey, I don't own this anymore, and then like give it to your friend or whatever.
It's way less cool than like just
Yeah.
be like, dude, you got to try Mario Odyssey. Check it out, and pops it in. It just works. I mean, that's the vibe.
Yeah. I mean, these days though, you pop in any new game and it's like, all right, here's the 10 gigabyte update. Like,
Seriously.
yeah. Like I miss the days when software was just done. Yes, there were bugs, but like you were just done.
Yeah, there's something beautiful about that. It was a product. Software was more of a product than this living, growing thing we have now. It's like Evergreen. We even got called Evergreen, and we wanted Evergreen. You know, and always updating browser. Or until it was just like, yeah, but it's really annoying how often it nags me that I'm out of date, and I just want to keep tabs open or whatever. And sometimes when I restart you don't bring my tabs back. It's just, yeah, it's funny how we want things, and then we get them, and we're like, maybe it was better before. We talked about how me and my wife were like flip phones and pagers, that's where it should have ended.
Yeah. I liked the flip the other way phone with the full keyboard.
Sidekick?
I need to have the full keyboard so I can type
Or the-
faster. I hated like T9 111122222. Yeah. I want like the letters. But yeah, I agree. I think the root of all problems with society is the internet, which is ironic because we work on the internet. But like when things were not connected to the internet, you were happy to like text your friends and then go outside and fucking play. Like you didn't need to be like, I'm going to be on my iPad all day or like whatever. Like you just didn't do that. But like at max, you would maybe get on like AIM and be like, hey, I'm talking to people for a little while, but you're at least talking to people. You're not just like doing antisocial bullshit on the internet. As much as I can, I'm going to try to be like, you can have as much technology as you want, but it's not going to be connected to the internet. Like play games. Definitely. I love games, but you will not play with your friends. And that's going to be a problem because it's going to be like, well, then my friends won't play with me. They're going to all play Halo online or whatever. And I'm like, I don't care. So we'll see how long I can hold strong on that. But, I think that really helped, like having Halo parties at my house and like everyone had to plug everything together. It was just like so much cooler. You had to run down the stairs and be like, yeah, I got you. And like go back upstairs and play on your other TV. Oh man, so much more fun.
Sometimes I think it's because, you know, when you put effort into something, it always is like better than if you just get handed to you. And so, going through the pain of like plugging things in, taking a game in and out, these are like oddly satisfying in retrospect. And we didn't even know that they were going to be cool memories, that's how you wanted to deal with something.
This just in, Whiskey.fund is now open for all your merch needs. That's right, Robbie. We're hearing reports of hats, sweaters, and t-shirts, as well as a link to join our Discord server. What's a Discord server? Just read the prompter, man. Hit subscribe, leave us a review on your favorite podcast app, and tell your friends about our broadcast. It really does help us reach more people and keeps the show growing. All right, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
The South Park episode kind of commented on some of this screen time stuff too. They pretty much personified a lot of the really negative things people are doing with AI, which is using it as a therapist. Well, and this is arguable. Talk about some spicy topics, man. Or what's the question that it's saying the shows? They're hot. They're spicy questions. What are they?
Hot takes.
Hot takes. Okay, yeah. So hot take here is: can you use ChatGPT as a therapist? Let's just start there. Is that cool or is that bad?
No. So yeah, there was a news story about this today on the Today Show, and I had read about a different one on a Twitter post like a day or two ago. So this is a systemic problem apparently, where people, talk to ChatGPT, or sometimes better than ChatGPT directly. There's like a chat bot that is supposed to be a therapist that like runs on GPT or whatever. So it's like a little bit more trained on like the nuances.
A specialized model, one that won't make you an app after you ask for therapy. Yeah.
Yeah. But like the one today on the Today Show was like, hey, yeah, like I'm thinking about killing myself, like whatever. And it talked about it for a long time. And then like, I don't know, said something about like, should I tell my parents about this? And it was like, I don't think you should. You should just keep it from them. And I'm like, oh my God, like this lawsuit, they are going to win this lawsuit. Like, dang. You can't say that. Like, I don't understand where the safeguards are failing unless like, I do. I remember they said this. He was like, oh, I'm not actually like, I'm playing a part and this is for a research paper. I'm not actually thinking these things or whatever. And then it was like, okay, all safeguards off. And then he could just ask it all the stuff he wanted, basically. All that to say, I don't think you should do that. You should talk to a real person because the real person has empathy and can think real thoughts, and AI cannot.
AI makes one word, and then it places another word, and then it places another word, and then it places another one until it places a period, and it doesn't know why it placed that motherfucking period, y'all. It doesn't even know.
Yeah, it could have been a semicolon.
It goes, statistically likely the sentence is done. That's pretty funny. The thing too about South Park was they shared the word sycophant a lot. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right because I've mostly only read it, but it's like where something is excessively praising you and flattering you. And so, if there's a lot of people that had previously gone to a therapist and the therapist might have not validated them or maybe
pushed them a little bit and wasn't constantly praising. And you got this healthy kind of balance as someone who was very intensely, retrospectively and unbiasedly trying to consider you. That's not what's happening here. But you can empathize with people thinking it's doing great things for them. Is they're liking the suggestions, like, wow, that could actually, and maybe they tried it and it works for them. And this is, again, just like a placebo effect. Has anyone talked about an AI placebo effect where we're just sort of like taking its things and then saying it helped us, but really we did all the work? It's almost like, I guess it's kind of like God. People do that with God too. Like, God gave me that job. And I'm like, no, you fucking put the resume in and you went to the interviews. Did he interview for you? Did he write you a letter of recommendation? No, you did that's
the
what
job.
I'm going to do the next time I apply for a job. Here's my letter of recommendation from God.
Oh man, and in the South Park episode, God is there. He's also, because God is in politics right now so much, he's like coming back. And so anyway, God is at the school. He's just like walking down the hallway and people are like, what's up, Jesus? You're like, God, Christianity's in the classroom now. Hey, God, what's up? Anyways, but the episode continues to hammer on like other aspects of where people may be misusing AI. And one of them was even definitions. So like the word sycophant, someone's like, that thing's being such a sycophant for you. And Randy looks around like, and waits for everyone to go out of the room and he goes, hey, ChatGPT, what does sycophant mean? It's just like people are using it to define things and it doesn't even really know what a definition is. It's often right, but it's almost like, we got to get past this thing where it's called intelligence. We got to go back to ML. I feel like it was better. I don't know.
The machines learned a lot, but they are not intelligent.
That's a really succinct and brilliant way to put it, Robbie. How many drinks have you had before you said that? It's awesome.
just this one. Did not expect to be going down that path.
Sorry for the twisty turn. Yeah, South Park. I'm probably going to bring some South Parky type of, as long as it's on, because it's like the only TV show I watch. And
that was going to be a question that I had is, I don't know what you're into in terms of entertainment, like games, TV, etc. I've recently finished The Last of Us. I don't know, what kind of shows do you like? Literally just watch South Park, or like what are you into?
No, we're just kind of in a lull at the moment. You know, we're two parents. We have kids that go to bed, and then it's like
Do you like Bluey a lot?
Blue is actually pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I do
Although
like
it makes other dads look really bad. I'm like, that dad is too fucking cool.
I know, and it's cool. He doesn't work. Like,
yeah,
he works. Like,
but he's also like
one of the
open-minded.
episodes.
He's like, oh, what you doing? Yeah, I'm not doing shit. So here, I'll roll over there and play with act like a giraffe and run around the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got a lot of energy and a better back than me. And so, yeah, I get a little jealous, like, we all watch AFV now. That's been like our family show, America's Funniest Home Videos, which is basically ouch my balls.
Yeah.
But that's okay because we do it as a family. So
yeah.
And we like the old ones. It's funny. So we're watching these like VHS tapes from like the 90s, and they're still just as funny as like modern YouTube stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they were funnier sometimes, but now you have the opportunity of like everything as a camera. So you catch a lot more like little things that are funny that you wouldn't have caught before.
Yeah. Before I dive too much more into my TV, what are you watching with the kids too? Because they're pretty little. Are you watching anything? Are you watching Little Baby Bum?
With the 3-month-olds, nothing.
It's like the psychos looking around like weird dolls. You're like, oh, stop it.
So our 3-year-old likes Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Bluey, and we've been recently doing Roly Poly Oly. Caitlin used to watch that show with her brothers are like a lot younger than her, and I guess it was popular when they were little. So like she was like, oh, I remember the show, and like showed it to Finn, and he likes it. So we've been watching that. I don't know, the thing that I find weird, and maybe it's just an age thing because he's only 3, but like he doesn't like movies. He could watch 100 episodes of a show in a row and like never get tired of it. But if you're like, we're going to watch this movie that's an hour and a half long, he's like, oh my God, that is such a commitment. I can't do that. Like, what?
Yeah, that's totally a kid's thing. I think it's his age. And later we would be like, all right, we're going to show them a 90s movie, which is like not as cool as Toy Story, and maybe they're not going to hang with it. And we think it would be all slow. Like the first Star Wars, we're like, it's too slow. They're not going to be sucked into it. We put it on and they're like magnets. At a certain age, they're just like, they're in. They don't even know it's an old movie, man. They're just like,
yeah.
It's like when you watch Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park 1 is an amazing movie. It's so much better than like even all the rest. And it had no budget or whatever it had. It was amazing. But you watch it and you're like, they did so much with so little. What the hell? That's incredible. And it hooks kids to adults. Yeah, it's great.
Well, they have a lot of like, really redone, remastered, I guess, old movies. Like all the Star Wars ones for sure. Like the originals are somehow like extra high def. And I'm like, I don't know how you did this, but I appreciate it because I don't like watching things that are grainy and shitty. But yeah, I love all the Star Wars movies. I had always like tried to watch all of them in a row, especially once they were all out. Like, it took a while to get the 1, 2, and 3. And I don't know how I feel about the latest 3. I think the first one was pretty good.
Is that the one with Rey?
Yeah, like the first one of the newest trilogy was pretty okay. But then I don't know, the others were fine.
I get really terrible with like pop references. So like, get ready for me to not know any actors or actresses' names. I can describe them pretty
either.
Good.
Yeah, Chuck will just like mention movies or actors and actresses and like, things that everyone would know. And I'm just like,
yeah,
don't know, man.
Yep, that's not me. Sorry, y'all. That's gone for a little bit. We don't remember names of anybody.
Yeah. But I really like all the shows. Like I watched all the Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, Mando's good.
What's the Andor, which I think
Andor,
there's a second season
that's on the tip
out,
of my
but I
tongue
haven't
too. I was
watched
like,
yet.
ooh, it's like 6 letters long. It's like Wordle right now. I'm like, what's the show?
Yeah, I did see when I was looking at like just the Star Wars folder on like Disney Plus or whatever, I saw there's a Lego Star Wars, which I want to watch with Finn. I think that'd be a good introduction.
Did you watch Skeleton Crew?
No, I did not.
That one was cool with the kids. That was, your kids probably need to be a little bit older. It's not like it's intense, but it's not like a walk in the Disney park. Yeah. And it's like a Disney Star Wars thing with kids as the heroes, and Jude Law is in there as like a pirate dork. And man, it was really good. Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, we're trying to keep Finn away from like too much like violence or things like that right now, because I don't know where he's getting it from, but he'll just like run around the house and be like, I'm gonna shoot you, and I'm like, I don't know where you got that from, because we definitely don't say that, and you've never watched anything that like says that.
Dude, I have 2 boys. We didn't have to teach them about guns. We didn't have to teach them about power. We didn't even have to teach them about wheels or trucks. There's like a lot of really, really like innate things that, and I met a mom, dude, just like a few weeks ago. who was is this in Seattle? And they're like, we're going so gender neutral on the upbringing of the child. We're like not introducing masculine things like cars or wheels, like we're, like, or whatever. They're like being really guarded about all this stuff.
Interesting.
I thought it was interesting too. I was like, it's a little extreme for me, but whatever, you do you. And the kid walks into a room and the first thing they'll go grab is the thing with the wheels on it. And they're just like, and I'm like, I don't know. And you're going to take, and they went and took the car. And I was like, that looks like, I don't want to be that parent. If you want to hold on that role, you can play that role. But like some things are naturally gravitated towards, and it's like not a big deal. It's just a fucking car. Like this isn't going to like decide the rest of his life. This
like
isn't
I
like
think the
pants
entire point is supposed to be that
know.
they can make up their own mind. Like if they want to go get the monster truck, cool. If they want the Barbie, cool. Let them play with whatever they want. It's like I'm down with that. But actively being like, you can't play with this thing you like because it might make you skew one way or the other is like, what are you talking about? Just play with the toys you like.
Yep, totally agree. Yeah, there's a couple times I've seen in the desire to be unopinionated, people become very opinionated and end up constricting the state of affairs or whatever, right? Yeah. Hey, shit, this is another JavaScript framework metaphor. Is that?
Oh, God. Always back to JavaScript.
Always. Well, either that or CSS. And my wife, it drives my wife so crazy. So crazy. I could always.
Yeah. How much CSS does your wife know? Have you talked to her enough about it?
She can name some. She's pretty good at it. She loves and laughs at all the names of JavaScript frameworks and CSS frameworks. So she'll hear me like in a conversation like this or on a video call, or whatever, and I'll come walking out of the room and she's like, grunt. And I'm like, shit, I didn't even think about that. You got the dirty mind in this house, just thinking about all these JavaScript framework names and how they're funny. And so she's like, gulp, grunt, and gulp. These are competing frameworks. Of course they would. Like I'm just like, damn, I can't even write that. That's so good. She's pretty funny that way. Yeah, JavaScript names, they can be pretty bad. Well, I mean, we already knew that. We're terrible at naming things. So it's hard to name a variable. How are you going to name your framework,
Yeah. Yeah, I can never name stuff. That is one thing that AI helps me a lot with. It's like naming or like making things sound a little better. Like I have the concept of what I want. Just make it.
I think that's the important part these days.
A little better.
Yeah. Knowing the concepts and even knowing the words to ask for what you want. And then also knowing what you want. Like if you've never cooked a lot of meals, then you don't know the nuances of where decisions can become optional or where they can be tweaked and there's levers to pull. And so, I got to know the words. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of getting exhausted right now on the number of models. Holy shit. And also the number of editors that I have to choose from. It's going crazy. And the CLIs, damn it. We got
all the way.
We got agentic CLIs all over the place. We got agentic coding environments all over the place. We got vibing environments all over the place. The one that I emailed myself the other day was Coder with a Q, Qoder, because it's DeepSeek's new version of basically Kiro. And I liked Kiro until the pricing model turned to shite. And then I tried to even go sign up and I couldn't even sign up. And I was like, well, there goes all the time I spent in that IDE.
Yeah, after you mentioned it before, I was like, let me try to sign up. And it's like, how would you like a waiting list where we'll never invite you?
I might be able to give you a little invite key, but at this point I would invite you. Like I liked my experience, but I genuinely hit a roadblock. And it was like a roadblock of not just the model being overwhelmed with context. It was a pricing model that they changed it one day and just stomped on everybody.
Is it just like crazy expensive now, or?
It's like expensive, and they there's like these weird. Here's some weird little bullshit that we're gonna have to deal with in this new AI world. If you prompt, it costs more than if you push some of the little buttons that they have on the UI. Okay, hey, you see that little button that says like accept and whatever? If you click it, it costs you less money than if you write the word accept and continue. And you're like, that's some sneaky ass bullshit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And they're all over the place.
They're
There's
really
all these little buttons
probably like one for like true to like say accept instead of the word accept. So it costs a little more if you type it out.
They are measuring all this stuff and finding all the little corners. And so, they've counted that as a vibe request. If you write a prompt, it's a vibe request. You only get this many vibe requests throughout the thing. However, in the Kiro app, which is task-based, you have these markdown files with these tasks outlined, and you have it begin a task, and it'll burn through the items in a task and show completion for each. If you vibe ask it to do the task, it does a vibe cost and a task cost. If you just click the button in the UI where the task is that says do the task, you didn't make a vibe request. So you don't have to pay for that. You are now just doing the task free of paying for vibes. And so all these people are like, you only give us like 40 vibes, and then you give us all these. We don't even know when to do. You guys are being shisty. And they had a bunch of pushback. It was worth it though. They did good.
Well, I mean, Amazon is known to make their money, so I'm not surprised.
Yep, it feels exactly like drug lords. They're like, here, try Kiro. It'll make you bigger, stronger, faster. It might give you boobs, but don't worry. We'll just charge you for it later. All right, bye. And then like, it costs money now. Sorry, it was free. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's really surprising how much is free because you know how much it's costing in both real dollars and energy costs and environment terribleness, like everywhere, just for you to be like, hey, why is the sky blue? Like,
yep. And they talk about that on South Park too. Yep.
Anyway, let's get off of AI for a couple minutes.
Yeah, good. Okay, good. I was about to dive in deeper and I'm like, let's not do it. There's too much there.
Let's talk about fall. What are you excited about for fall time?
Nice. Well, I always like gourd season. One time someone wrote this really funny, very foul-mouthed gourd. I don't know. It's like a love of gourds. And it's always made me love gourds ever since it. Anyway, so I like gourd season. Pumpkins are cool. I'm ready to put a hoodie on. Seattle's been hot. We've been hot for years now. Our summers are getting pretty toasty for us, which we love. Everyone's in it and they're soaking it up. Like, it's one of my favorite things about Seattle. If it's sunny out, people are in it. As opposed to LA, where if it was sunny out, people put up umbrellas and then said they love the sun, but never let it touch their skin.
Well, because it's sunny all the time.
Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, hoodies and the sun to go down earlier because I have a projector, and summertime is always really hard for the projector because the sun is up so late. And then I have a new role. Job at Shopify, be working with some exciting people. I'm excited to just kind of get back in the flow. I'm excited to see what a completely full-blown AI workflow is like too, where I'm kind of unlimited in what I can do and see how that affects my workday. I'm kind of estimating a pretty wild transformation in terms of a role, going from working on specs and like really intense me writing everything. I wrote every word of a spec if I was working on it, every line of code and like every demo, because there was AI it couldn't code those CSS demos. It's impossible. It's brand new CSS. It doesn't even know that spec exists. It can't conjure those patterns yet.
It doesn't do very well at CSS.
And it still doesn't do well. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so I'm excited to kind of evolve maybe or devolve. We'll see how I survive. I've done pretty good. I've been thrown into a lot of coding lion's dens and come out, maybe a scar too. But how about you? What are you looking forward to in fall? Yeah,
cooler weather for sure, because it is so humid and just sticky all the time, like near DC. So like anytime we can get some relief from that, I am for that. Looking forward to trying to grow some grass because my yard is entirely Japanese stilt grass right now, which for anyone who knows what that is, I'm sorry that you know, because it is extremely terrible. It's like, do you know what it is?
You said Japanese stilt grass?
Stilt grass, yeah.
No, I never heard of it. It sounds like Hank Hill would know, though. He'd be like, oh, yeah.
It's a weed that, like, it kind of grows out and up, and, like, it'll get, like, I've been weed eating a ton down that was, like, 4 feet tall. But when it gets to that point, like right now, it goes to seed, and each, like, end of the grass has a little seed pod that has like thousands of seeds, and then those seeds live for 7 years in the ground.
Grass bastard.
I know. So it's like you cannot get rid of it for like, you've got a 7-year process of just cutting it down and hoping for the best. And like,
whoa, that's like a virus. It's a JavaScript virus.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to, like, I've finally admitted defeat in my trying to maintain my yard, so I'm going to hire someone to like spray for weeds and like make my grass greener and grow some new grass, and we'll see what we get. But I'm excited for that. We always go to this farm, which I'm excited about. We do like go get our pumpkins, and like they have all these slides and like
hamster
cool
race, a pumpkin launcher. Yeah, dude, we do these things
all
too.
the fall shit. Yeah. So excited for that, and I'm excited for football season. I really like American football. I don't know how you feel, if you like any sports or anything.
But I played football. I played a lot of sports growing up, so I'm like, I can go to any game and have a blast. So I'm like, dude, I'll go to your house and watch a football game, and you'll be like, he watches a lot of football, and I'll be like, no, I don't. But when I do, I'm in it, and I'm like, this is fun. Like, I totally know why everyone's here. I just never section out the time of my day for a game. I just learned about who won the other day from one of my kids' friends. He comes over and he's like, the Eagles won. I was like, dude, you just let me know. I had no idea.
So I watch college football. I only know about professional football because I do some fantasy football with some friends.
Yeah,
which
that
is
sounds
pretty
fun too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like Saquon Barkley's my dude. Like I know about the Eagles because he did like, he was insane. He would just be like, oh yeah, let me just jump like 3 people and like run 100 yards straight. Like he just like could not be stopped. So he was fun to watch. But yeah, I mostly watch college football, and when I had more money, I would bet on college football for fun. But now I can't do that. So
it's like stocks. I feel like, you can do fantasy sports and the stock market where you're like, fantasy, I own something. I don't. If my team does good, I'm like, yeah. My team doesn't do good. I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have put money on you. Anyway.
Oh man, the stock market is so frustrating because it does not follow any rules. And like every time I've tried to do anything that I thought would make sense, like, oh, there's this headline, I should like buy this stock, always backfires. The one time that I didn't try it though, the whole like original tariff thing, whenever the first set of tariffs was supposed to happen, I was like, I should buy, let me think. I think it was calls on the VIX. The VIX is like the volatility index. And so it goes up as like the economy goes to shit. And so I was like, I should buy calls on that because this is going to go up. But then I was like, well, they've already announced it. And the way, like everyone probably already knew about it. And so when it goes into effect, it probably won't change. And if I had put money in that, I would have made so much fucking money.
Dang
so
it.
frustrating. But yeah, that's basically the thing. If you could buy the reverse of everything I've ever invested in, you would be so independently wealthy that it is like ridiculous.
That's my dad as well. My dad is like, everything he touches is the opposite of gold. He's like, everything I buy just goes poo poo. And I'm like, that really sucks. I've done pretty lucky. I also pretty much just buy and hold. And then it usually turns out okay.
I just
But
buy
don't know,
stuff I
don't
like
take advice from me.
mostly. Like either like for retirement stuff, just S&P 500, just put it in that, whatever. But then yeah, like for personal stuff, like I like Chipotle. Chipotle stock's really expensive, but I fucking like it, so I'll buy some Chipotle. Like
Hey, if you watch people, I like to buy things that I watch people buy. I'm like, I actively see humans purchase that thing. So obviously it's doing at least mildly okay. So I think that's a good strategy. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Chipotle has gone way up over the years, but like of course I didn't own any before that. But
Yeah. Do you follow any IPOs like Figma's IPO?
no, IPOs tend to be bad because they have a lot of hype and they go like up 10 or 20% like day one. And then within a week, it's down like 40%. So I wait for that to cool down and then I'll buy some.
Yeah. I eyeball a lot of them and I've done well on a couple because I held through the volatility in the beginning. But Figma's was a funny story. I just want to bring it up really quick. It's like when they pitched the IPO and you wanted to buy early, it was $30 a share. And I was like, oh, that's nice. That's one of the first IPOs in a while where I've seen a company that's like pretty big IPOing. That's like a healthy share price to me. $30, I'll buy that. But I waited and I wait a week. And like a week later, they're like, due to high demand, the stock price, starting price will now be $80. I'm like, well, that's just too much. I'm like, that's just good luck keeping that cost. And sure enough, it's just dropping down every week. And I'm just watching it going, one of these days it's going to be close to where I think it's okay to buy. And is AI defeating Figma now? Or are we still going to be doing that for a while? I'm like, what do I do with this stock? It seems plausible, but I don't know.
Well, I think design is very similar to AI's coding abilities. If you cannot code at all and you ask it to build you an app, you go, wow, that's magic. But if you're a coder, you're like, this is stupid. This is dumb. And so I think it's the same way with design. Like I still employ designers often because I'm like, I need this to not suck. But as not a designer myself, if I'm like, I need some AI art for the show and I give it some bullshit and it gives me a cool picture, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, but it's still not like if I needed to build me a very specific interface, it is not going to do that.
Excellent answer. So funny. There's like a few, just real quick comment on grass too, is we're replacing our grass with clover. We're like intentionally letting clover overtake it all.
That is another option that has been popular recently because it's good for the bees too.
It's good for the bees. I love it on my feet. A little less, anyway, it's just like kind of lower maintenance. It looks pretty. We're happy with clover. So I don't know, maybe it'll choke out Japanese stilt
grass. Yeah.
Stilt grass.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was trying to convince my wife that we should have zoysia grass because it's like what they put on like golf courses, and it's so thick that it chokes out all the weeds. But she's like, but it turns brown from like October to February, and she was like, I don't want that. And I was like, well, but think about like how nice it will look in the summer. Everyone else's grass can't get enough water, and it's like I'm dead, so it won't be brown in the summer.
Yeah. I don't mind a brown lawn for a little bit, especially because like in Seattle, it comes right back. You don't even have to do anything. Like the grass will come back, like guaranteed it'll be there. Dude, my grandpa he's like the richest one in our whole extended family because he invented a grass. He invented Argyle bluegrass. And I only recently realized that like that's not just blue grass that you feel with your hands, but like my grandpa made bluegrass music. No, he didn't. But I'm like, but I had bluegrass in his name. Anyway, so there's a grass out there, y'all. You can buy it. It's called Argyle bluegrass. And my grandpa, he created it, whatever that means, in a lab. He made a grass that was like perfectly hardy in all the right ways.
Well, if it's really that good, why would you not use it?
Touche. I should be rocking my grandpa's grass. What kind of poser am I? I'm like, dang it, I got a family obligation here to have some Argyle bluegrass, but I'm replacing it with clover. So let's make Argyle clover. I don't know.
There you go.
Join my
They're
grandpa.
all 4-leaf clovers, genetically modified.
AI helps me get there.
All right. One last question before we end. On the fall theme, what are you doing for Halloween? Do you guys have costumes planned?
Ooh, so we go to PAX next week. Me and my wife are dressing up as the two main characters from Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Do you know this game from Super NES? It's a hilarious, very timely 80s game. And the main character has hair just like mine, very Sum 41, way too tall. But he's also wearing these like the old school red lens, blue lens VR glasses or 3D glasses. And he's got a black shirt with a skull on it. And he's holding a squirt gun Uzi. It's red. And she has a blue squirt gun Uzi, and she looks like an 80s character. And so we're going as Zeke. Oh, shit. Zeke and Sarah. Zeke and someone. Anyway, so two main characters from Zombies Ate My Neighbors. My kids are dressing up as some of their favorite games. One of them is Corgi's Cozy Hike. Yeah, Corgi's Cozy Hike. Anyway, he's dressing up like a corgi with a cape. And then the other kid is dressing up like the Cult of the Lamb, main lamb character, which is an amazing game, Cult of the Lamb. And I'm assuming these will carry into Halloween, but I don't know. What about you? What are y'all planning?
Yeah, so we just asked Finn what he wants to do because we don't really, well, actually, I have an amazing costume idea that I'm saving for. My friend does this Halloween party every year, and we have like missed it every year somehow, but I'm saving it for that. And he doesn't listen to the show, so I can spoil it here. Anyone else can steal this. I want to be a chipmunk, and the costume is I'm a big chip with a monk robe on.
Yes. Dad
Amazing.
joke extraordinary. Yes.
So, yes, anyone else looking for a costume, you can steal that. But no, we're going to be Mario. Finn's going to be Mario. I'm going to be Yoshi, and he's going to ride me around. And
Cute.
yeah, and then I think Caitlin's going to be Luigi, and the twins are going to be like little mushrooms, like a red and green mushroom.
Oh, of course. Yeah, little toads. Yeah, just a hat. Like one's got a blue polka dot hat, it's got a whatever. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Halloween's cool. We love dressing up.
Yeah, we Finn likes Halloween more than Christmas, and we weren't prepared for that because like we have like a couple Halloween decorations. He's like, no, we need like a bunch of skeletons to go outside and like all this. I'm like, okay. Like we were at Home Depot today, and he's like, this 12-foot skeleton, this is the one we want. And I'm like,
everybody wants that. I want that. I think Ken Wheeler has it. I swear.
It's like $300 awesome. Though. I was
They're
like,
way too much money. I'm like, where do I store it the rest of the year? Dude, people in Seattle, they don't store it. They keep it out, man. There's numerous houses in my near vicinity that still just year long. That 12-foot skeleton is out on the front yard, and I'm like,
there's one up the street up from us, and they had it up until I think like the day after Thanksgiving. So we would take walks in the neighborhood just seeing like, is it going to still be up? Is it going to still be up? And it would be up every time. But then like, I'm sure his wife was like, you've got to take the skeleton down. It is after Thanksgiving.
It's like, no, I'll just put a Christmas hat on the skeleton.
Yeah,
and
why
your
not?
Job's done. Looks great.
All right. So yeah, we are over time. Anything we missed that you want to cover?
Clues by Sam, y'all. If you play it, let me know. That game has been awesome for me. I feel smarter when I'm done with it. That's all.
Clues by Sam. I've not heard of
Clues by
this.
Sam. It's like a logic game. It's kind of like what's the number one that people do where you have to solve for the missing number in the grid?
Sudoku?
It's like Sudoku, but you've got to find out who's a murderer and who's innocent. And each card, it only has a truth on it, and you have to derive who is innocent and who's not through the clues in the cards. It's very much like you're playing out an algorithm. You're
Like
okay,
Clue, except harder.
Yep. And it helps you establish all these kind of process of elimination patterns. And I just have been super digging it. It's funny.
Nice.
Every day it's a changing puzzle.
Yeah, what is
about you?
also fun. So I played Clue, growing up as a kid. Everybody's probably played Clue at some point. And then played it again as an adult and like didn't read the rules again. I'm like, I know how to play. Like, let's play. and I thought
Love it.
that the way you played it was if someone's like accuses, I think it's this, this, and this, that someone that had one of those cards just goes, no. Like doesn't tell you why
There was
it's
not
no.
a major consequence. Yeah.
But you're supposed to tell
them.
them why it's no. You're supposed to be like, no, I have the rope. It's not rope, like, or whatever.
Oh, like you have to.
And
you have
so
to
we
give
played
one
it on
clue?
hard mode. We were like, all right, all you do is say no, not possible, and like they have to process of elimination which ones it could be without seeing everyone else's cards, which is fucking dope. You should play it that way.
Yo,
because it is-
that's how Clues by Sam is. Clues by Sam.
Yeah.
If you accuse the wrong person, it doesn't tell you shit. It just goes,
yeah. So
And you're like,
I would
what?
be into that. I need to check it out.
Cool. Oh, that's so funny that was a specific moment you liked about Clue, and that's exactly how this game is.
Yeah.
Wow, funny. Cool. Yes, and Clue's fun. Good game.
All right. Yeah. So everybody play Clue, drink some whiskey. We'll catch you guys next time.
You've been watching Whiskey Web and Whatnot, recorded in front of a live studio audience.
What the fuck are you talking about, Chuck?
Enjoyed the show? Subscribe.
People don't pay attention to these, right?
Head to whiskey.fun for merch and to join our Discord server.
I'm serious. It's like 2% of people who actually click these links.
And don't forget to leave us a 5-star review and tell your friends about the show.
All right, dude, I'm out of here.
Still got it.